Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Live with Lamar. I'm your host, Lamar, and guys, we are winding on down for season 2. This is one of 3, so we have 2 more episodes after this before the season finale of Live with Lamar. Yo, it's been a great season. Let me just start by saying that. And it's not even the end of it yet, but I've had some fantastic guests this season that have all came and shined and did amazing things. And I'm just excited for what the future looks like. What's up, Women's BBB? Just excited for the future of this platform and announcements. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a season 3. Yes, there will be. And I'm working on some stuff, so I know season 3 is definitely gonna be bigger and bigger. We always gotta do it big each and every time. But today I got a very special guest, my boy Beaux, who is my LMG brother. Will be stepping in with Live with Lamar, and we're gonna catch up with him. We both been busy. We both have been busy since completing the class and doing different things in different markets. So I'm very excited to have him here to get ready to chit chat with him. Let me see if he's in. I believe he is in here. Boom, boom, boom. He is. Of course, he's on time. I didn't expect anything less. So we're gonna get him in here. We're gonna get this interview started. Appreciate everybody. Thank y'all. I hope everyone had a fantastic National Barbecue weekend, like myself. Yo.
Yeah.
Wow, old man. Sorry.
Is that how we start? Is that how we start this night?
I didn't,
All right.
I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? You just. What's up, my brother? What's up, bro?
It's hot. It's hot, Negro. It's hot. It's hot.
I believe you said it's hot, like temperature hot?
Hot like temperature hot. I just got in. I had to change my shirt. Well, 2 shirts.
Were you sweating that much?
Well, yes. And then my initial shirt, yes, I had a gray shirt and it was like soaked like right here. And then so I'm like, will it dry up? Didn't dry up. So then I went to put on a gray tank top. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So then I just
Wow, you finna pull up with a tank top?
Nah.
That's how we doing it?
Nah, then I was like, I gotta be professional. This is Lamar. I gotta make sure I'm on my A game. Like, I can't
now. My dog's
be,
pull up with a tank.
And then I saw your stories. I'm like, yeah, this boy just got some sneakers. He's getting gift boxes and stuff now. Like, he's on the up and up. Like, he's next level. So I really gotta be, correct. But I do have that in the background.
Wow. That's how we started for real. I see you. Hey, ladies, hit my dog up. You know what I mean? Like he on the market, he might be. He got his Chippendale Magic
Don't do that
in the background. So you know what I'm saying? So
what's up, everybody?
I ain't even mad at you, but bro, I am super excited to have you here. I know we have been planning this for some time, and now you're one of my last 3 guests of this season.
I know.
Before we wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, look at that. Look at that eyes. Hit him up. Slide his DMs. He's single. He got it. He can sing. He can act. Ain't nothing on his fingers. Ain't no ring. So go ahead, chop it up.
They're not ashy either. They're not ashy.
Thank God, because normally they are. But
yo, all right, all right, yeah, all right.
For those of you that don't know, this is literally me and Beau's relationship. This is literally like y'all probably get this the entire time because this is how we operate. This is how we communicate. That's like my big brother, so we always talk shit to each other like that. Like, it just is what it is. But he's here. He's been working on some stuff. Before I even jump into you, over the weekend, there was of course, as always, it's not even a surprise at this point, but another one of these. I call Kevin. I call the male version of Karen's Kevin's. Okay. In your neighborhood that he went viral on social media. A lot of you guys probably seen the guy that was approaching the guy in front of his house, calling him all types of N-words and monkey and this and that. And later, he was actually apprehended and arrested, and all these mob of protests were outside his home and playing DMX. Like, it was pretty dope.
Black people showed up.
A lot of people did show up. A lot of people, and that was like right in your backyard. Like, you sent it to me that morning. You sent it to me, and I was like, bro, I can't even watch it because it was like disgusting at the comfortability he had to like, you stupid monkey, you stupid nigger, da da da. I'm like, bro, like, huh? And I didn't want to start my day off.
Rolled off his tongue. He just rolled off his tongue.
just naturally, and a lot of them really feel that comfortable. Like for him, he didn't even hesitate. It was just like freshly, like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel? What were some of your initial thoughts when you first saw that video?
First of all, just to wake up to see that video, because you scrolling through social media, so it's like, all right, what's this? What's going on? And then you start reading the caption, and then I'm like, oh, Mount Laurel, and I'm like, wait, no, that can't be right. That's like 5 minutes from my day job. No, that can't. And then you watch the video, and monkey, nigga, and all this kind of stuff, and he's just like, he's big and bad, like, yeah, such and such got killed and for messing with me. And it was just like, yo, bro, are you serious? Like, this black dude really actually stepped in because he was allegedly harassing this lady. And he just went off on him. But when man said, yeah, and I'm at whatever his address was, come find me. And, just on the heels of what
we found him.
And our allies, he wanted to smoke. And so
we gave him the smoke.
And, shout out to my cousin Lo's dad, John Clayton, who was out there protesting and leading the charge, and my boy Goose, and a couple other people that were able to be out there and really led the charge of the protest. He got what he deserved.
Right.
They carried him out of his house. Like, I don't think he'll ever be able to really stay there, but come to find out, he has had multiple issues in the neighborhood of harassing people of color, primarily black people. And so this was just kind of a fever pitch. And, thank God for things like social media, especially with things like George Floyd and all those things happening, where we're able to capture video of stuff like that happening. But it was just sad, though, to know that stuff like that is happening in, even though Mount Laurel is not a major city, it's still South Jersey, tri-state Philly. It's only maybe 15 minutes from Philly. So you would think, that don't really happen up here, but it does. You would think that some of that stuff really happens down south, more or less. But no, in these liberal cities and liberal states, there are still racism and prejudice that black people and other people of color have to deal with. But the thing about it is that we are not necessarily just being woke, but people have decided to educate themselves and start knowing what the law is, knowing their rights, and know what we're not going to stand for any longer. And we're holding people accountable, which is what it's about. You can be racist all you want. You can be prejudiced all you want. But the moment that you start to act on those things, you get the right one, we're gonna call you out, and you will get dragged on social media. It was a swarm. Like, we was not happy.
They was throwing stuff at him, water bottles, bread. Like, it was pretty crazy. Like, it was pretty funny.
And then, right before we got on, I just went to just kind of update myself or whatever on, and he's doing a video like, yeah, this is not me. It was a weak moment. I'm like, nah, no, that came out of you so fast,
flawlessly.
Nah. But on top of that, too, I don't know if I sent you this, but also over the weekend, prior to that, we had people, white supremacists march in Center City, Philly. So I'm just like, what is going on? Like, these people just feel so, not all white people, these racists, the small faction that are racist, are screaming because I guess they just don't want, I don't know, I guess they feel like we're stripping away their power or their influence. And that's not it. All we're asking is to be considered equal per the Constitution that was written by the forefathers that they so love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot going on, you know what I mean? And it just continues to get like worse and worse in different instances. And I like you said, that accountability factor has to continue to stay strong. Like, all these different comments. I don't know if you've seen a thing about the ESPN reporter that made a comment about the black reporter saying that she only got her job because she was black, and I think they just took her off of the team for that. But it's things like that to where much more needs to be done, because she honestly should have lost her job. You know what I mean? Making comments like that, not just demoting you or like, okay, let's just take you off of the finals. You won't cover the finals, we'll just keep your job. Like, that's not really doing anything.
Slap on the wrist.
Right, you just a slap on the wrist, exactly. But when if she was on the other hand, on the other foot, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole nother spectacle.
We'd have been gone.
Consequences.
We'd have been gone. It's like, no, they do stuff over people's hair, like over men and women's hair, or you know, your clothes, or you can't wear this, you can't wear that, or no. The little, it's sad that, you know, we, people of color, Black people, have to be, you know, work twice as hard to get half the attention, you know, as some of our white counterparts. And I'm grateful to people who, the white people and other non-people of color who get it and understand that it's not about taking anything away from another person as a human being or what they're capable of or their opportunity in America. It's just really saying, hey, look, there's some jackasses here, and we're not going to tolerate that. There's no reason to be misogynistic, homophobic, whatever. Just absolutely no reason. We're all human. We all bleed the same, and so there's no reason for me to try to claw my way up to the top by putting somebody else down. It's just, it don't work like that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But enough about these people. You know what I mean? We focused on you today. We already, you know, we did our little political stand, you know, soapbox today. We did. We got out the way.
Gotta be
now we're talking about
all around artists.
Right. Now we're talking about the man himself, Beaux, that guy, Beaux. You do a lot. You're a man of many talents. You wear many hats, literally and figuratively. And like, you're always busy. First off, I know a little bit about you. You know I know a lot about you, actually. But a lot of the people here don't know that you sing and you also do some acting. So for those that don't know, can you tell us a little bit about how you got into that space?
I think it's something that kind of came naturally for me. I used to get in trouble a lot in growing up in Philly in pre-K and kindergarten. I used to get suspended in daycare and stuff.
Because you were singing your behind off, huh? Thought you was Michael Jackson.
That and showing off and trying to, you know, doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I think I always wanted to sing, and in my I couldn't always sing, but I had it in my heart that that's something that I wanted to do. I remember writing a book report when I was 8, or was I 9? 8 or 9, because I went to Catholic school, and it was like, when I grow up, I want to be an actor, singer, and I want to have 3 kids. And the girl I liked at the time, she did her book report, and she's like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be a singer and actor, and I want to have 3 kids. It was just like, yeah.
Connection.
But I think I've always loved music. My grandmother bought me my first CD. My first CD was New Edition, Home Again. I think that was like 98 or 99. And hearing Bobby Brown and all them singing their harmonies and stuff, that kind of piqued my attention. And then I love a student of 90s R&B because everybody could really sing for the most part. And then acting kind of came a little bit later because I did a few plays in high school, but I didn't really take it seriously until after college. I went to Full Sail University for audio engineering, and down there, I had my first taste of what it was like to be in a studio, and got on my roommate. He had a band, and I did the hook on one of their songs. And it's just like, oh, you sound nice on record, okay. But my first singing job was on The Spirit of Philadelphia, so that's when I knew I could get paid to sing, that I was good at get paid to sing.
How old were you?
26. So it was a little bit later, because I also went to school for legal studies, so I have a master's in that. I'm a legal mind too. And my grandma was like, you're talented, you can act, you can sing, but like, it's not promised, the industry's crazy, so go to school, get a degree, so that you can always have a roof over your head, and I'm not going to be worried. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I did that. But, and then as far as the acting really taking off, after The Spirit of Philadelphia, I found an ad on Craigslist, no doubt, for an audition for The Color Purple. And I'm like, oh, I remember the movie. What's this about? Went and did the audition, got the call back, and it was me against 1 other or 2 other people for Harpo. And then I ended up getting Harpo, and so I ended up being off Broadway. So from there.
I'm changing your name on my phone to Harpo.
Oh, shut.
Beaux Emerson.
Oh. BHE, yeah, shut up. So that's where the love for it came, and then I kind of started to read more about the craft of singing and acting, and loving Denzel and Sidney Poitier and Viola Davis and people like that, and decided that this is what I want to do, and decided that whether I'm famous or not, I'm still going to do it. If I'm working my day job and I only do stuff regionally, that's fine. I love it so much. I love the craft of singing, and I love the craft of acting, but I feel like I'm just here to tell stories of the human experience, and that can come in the form of music, television, movies, theater. So
everybody has a niche. Most singers have a niche or like a certain category, and they like to say. And I guess you might just hit yours on the head as far as like storytelling with your music and really painting a picture, so it can really go from heartbreak to love to just having fun in the sun to different things. I mean, you have a whole song called Monday, which is pretty much about the Monday blues, which we all hate Monday. Like, if y'all haven't heard that, definitely go stream it. It's on all platforms. And it's about Monday morning, like, and it's just him saying, "I hate Monday,"
because we all.
But it like essentially can help put you in a good mood. Like, you know what? It's Monday. Let me play this, and then boom, it puts you into a better mood. Where the inspiration? I mean, I guess obviously because we're hating Monday, but like that's a very random thought. Like, do you remember when you first like, I'm gonna make a song called Monday?
I do, actually. Shout out to my boy G Samuels, aka he's Naughty by Nature on, or as I call him, Negro by Nature on Instagram. But I was at my job, and it was a rainy Monday, and I was supposed to go to the studio with my boy Cam to do work on another song. And I'm sitting in my car on my lunch, and I'm like, this Monday sucks. And I just heard this melody in my head, and I'm like, what is Monday? And I was doing it in like falsetto. I'm like, Mondays. Oh, all right. So when I go to the studio, I'm like, yo, Cam, this is what I wanted, like this. And he's like, oh, you mean this? And he just like started playing it on the keys, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's
the one
talking about. And then my boy G was like, well, we all hate Mondays. I mean, it's like 72 hours and it's over. It goes by so quick.
It's the worst thing ever.
The mornings always seem so hard to do. 72 hours of just me and you. And then so we actually did that. We only took like 2 hours to write it and record it, and it was done. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's where it came from.
And that's what all she wrote. But like it's one of my favorite songs by you for sure.
Thank you.
Like, it's that one and Creamer are both dope. Dope songs.
I wonder why, Lamar. I wonder why.
Who knows? But this is a family program, so we can't go too much detail.
Okay. That's for the close friends. I got you.
Right, that's for the close friends. But I met you about a year ago. Literally we're about over a year now. When we both decided to join DJ Damage's Legendary Media Group. We both joined the same cohort together. What even pushed you to get? That's like a whole nother ballpark. That's a hosting realm. So and you went out on a limb and tried something new and something different. What inspired that move to join LMG?
I think literally one of my friends hit me up and she said, "Hey, Beau, I think you would be good for this. DJ Damage from Hollywood Unlocked is started a school for like entertainment media hosts and stuff." And she said, "I think you would benefit from taking this program. Just check it out and reach out and whatever." And so, it's like, we're in a pandemic. I'm not going anywhere really. So I got a little bit of extra money. If I'm gonna put my money towards anything, why not invest in myself and learn something new? Because I'm a student of never stop creating and never stop learning. You're always a student of your craft.
Absolutely.
And, I just stepped out on faith and made the call and put in the work and signed up. And it's probably one of the best decisions I've made in the past 2 years. So I've grown a lot. I've learned a lot. Met you, Katie, and Gabe, and Iffy, and Miss Mia.
Welcome.
And I mean, everybody. And of course, DJ Damage with just his endless knowledge and support and no ego, and just really instilling true concepts that you can carry, not just in entertainment, but just in life. So I'm happy that I did it.
And it's like you said, like your friend said, like, although the course was geared towards media hosting, etc., the key word that she said was, I think you can benefit from it.
Yep.
And I think that you ultimately did, just watching your progress over the years, over the past year, and through the months of the things you've done and the content you've been pushing out. You know what I mean? The headshots and the auditions and the being in movies and things of that nature. So the stuff that he instilled with us as far as being ready, you know, staying ready and finding opportunities and working with what we have, the resources that we do have to create the content to put ourselves out there, I think can help and did benefit a lot of us to where we're on this consistent and great path overall. If you had to narrow down to just one thing that you learned from LMG, just one thing that you probably say, like, that was what I learned when I was through those years. Because I mean, it was supposed to be a 6-week program, and we ended up being there for a year.
Thank you, Dan.
Of doing it. What was the number one thing you think you took away from it?
The number one thing I probably took away from that is Damage saying to us, stop trying to stop. And I think, you know, we all get, especially creators, we're sensitive people. Whether we say it or not, we want people to like our, whatever it is that we do, we want people to like it. Because it's an extension of ourselves, and we want people to like it so that we want people to feel something from us. And sometimes you get scared or get kind of apprehensive, like, oh, I don't know if I should post that, or my video's not edited the right way, or I don't look as good as somebody else, or I can't sing as good as this person, or I'm not hosting as great as this person. I don't read the prompter as well, or blah, blah. And we compare ourselves to other people and where they are, and then we will not post something because it may get 10 views or 20 likes, and you're like, oh, and then we base our worth off of that, and that's not the case at all. There are really, really dope, talented people that are not on social media at all.
Yeah,
I have friends in the industry that are not on social media at all, as well as people that I know that are, you know, they play bass for top line artists, have been on the Tonight Show, are background singers, or have actors in movies. I've seen an Emmy up close in person, you know. So, you know, stop trying to stop. Just keep going. Somebody's always watching. Even the haters, if nobody says anything, somebody's always paying attention. And then also, because someone's always watching, you're influencing somebody, and you never knew who you're influencing. So
you never know. Like you said, and that definitely is like what became his moniker. You know, stop trying to stop. Because a lot of times we always try to find a reason. We always try to find a reason to stop and not continue doing what we set out. You know what I mean? There's so many people who have quit and gave up on their dreams, and they just don't know that, like, the next day everything probably is about to come to fruition. Like, it probably would have just, like, literally, and you just don't know. Like, the more you keep going and the more focused you stay, it allows you to get into different spaces and get certain things. And like I said, I've seen so many more opportunities come their way. We're getting an agent and things of that nature that, you know, a lot of people kind of have a hard time, you know, getting attached to. What would you say is probably like your method or something that you try to do? Because a lot of people are trying to get into the acting space or the entertainment space, and they're having trouble with, I don't know where to get my headshots, and how do I get an agent, and how do I get auditions, and da-da-da. You have been in a whole movie with Megan Good on Lifetime, and, you know, a lot of people are just trying to get into that stuff to where you're at. What are some advice you would offer to aspiring actors or even musicians?
Number one, believe in yourself. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Even if you think that somebody's ahead of you, I've learned that I do not want to be in anybody else's shoes but my own, because the grass is always greener on the other side, and you never want to, no one really wants to go through what somebody else went through to get what they got, because you don't. You really don't know. And also, one of the biggest resources, to tell you the truth, has really been social media, has been Instagram. I've gotten several, booked for several short films that have not come out yet, but paid gigs from Instagram, from word of mouth, from people seeing me post monologues, from people I've gotten, I've done, been a performer for the Latin Casino, tribute to Motown, things like that. That came off the strength of someone knowing that I could sing, didn't have to audition for it. Just really making use of the sources around you. You know, Issa Rae says, use your ecosystem. You know, if you know a person, if you have a friend that's a photographer or trying to get into photography, reach out to them and say, hey, I need headshots. Get your headshots. You know, that's actually how I got my not my very first headshot, but the headshot that got me my agent was done by a friend of mine, just on the whim of, hey, I got a camera. And I said, oh, well, I need headshots. 2 years ago, set up a session right in their backyard, did it, boom, pictures came out dope, still use them to this day.
Right.
So just make use of the people around you, and just don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because we're all going to fall, we're all going to make mistakes. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't define your talent and your gift and your calling.
It doesn't. I mean, it legit don't. Like, you have to use your resources. One thing, you know, the industry is big on is it's really about relationships and about who you know, and a lot of people take that wrong, because so many people get caught up in like, oh, what can you do for me, and what can you do for me, and you do for me. But it's like, that's not really a relationship. Like, it should be a two-way street. So that person needs to see value in you, as well as you seeing value in them, to where like they don't mind helping you out. And of course, like you said, if people, a lot of my peers see my consistency and they see what I'm doing, they're like, okay, Lamar hosts, they know what he do. So when opportunities do arise, I'm obviously gonna pop in their head, because I've been being consistent to where I can do it. You know what I mean? If I'm my friends like, oh, I need a singer, I want to collab. You know what I mean? They're able to connect with each other and put each other. You know, and that's really huge. That I think a lot of people like overlook and misvalue, when it's a very, very, very valuable resource.
It is. That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Being smart.
You know what I mean? I do what I can when I want to be. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I want to be dumb. You know, it just depends.
Depends on the tequila. Oh, okay. Oh, that's too much. I'm sorry. I don't know. What are your fans called? Lamarettes or Lamettes, or I don't know what your. I had the bow tie family, but I didn't know if you had a fan.
Listen, I actually have not came up with nothing. You know, I don't know what I would ever. I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me one day.
Okay.
You know,
just wondering. Yeah.
I just have a hand sign. That's all I got. I got a hand sign. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not. You know. That's just. Do you have any dream collaborators, like anybody that you ever gonna do both? If you could act in any movie or any actor or actress, who would you want to be to play side by side with?
You know who I would I would love to be in a movie with Anthony Anderson,
oh wow,
because he's the very first celebrity I ever met.
Okay.
For an NBA All-Star Weekend when it was in Philly, and Leslie Jones.
Okay, it's funny.
And Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep. And of course, Whoopi.
I like that your choices weren't the normal go-tos. You know what I mean? You could easily have Viola, Michael B. Jordan, Taraji P. Henson, and I wish they're all great people.
Those are all great, yeah.
All great, but like you said, some like, and everybody you name as well. You know, not even to discredit them, but like those were like, you know, random. Everybody doesn't always name them or give them the street credit as you just did, which is dope. Especially Anthony Anderson. I was not expecting that to be the first one that came out.
I actually, funny story is I told my grandma, I'm like, the NBA All-Star Game is downtown Philly, and I think a lot of the ball players and everybody and celebrities were staying at the Marriott at the time. And I was down there, and we were walking past the Pennsylvania Convention Center, and I looked at Anthony Anderson. I'm like, and he's like, and he's like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, Grandma, like, can I get your picture? He's like, oh yeah, come on, man. Now it was those little disposable cameras, so I have no idea where the picture.
Yeah, how old were you?
13.
Wow.
Maybe 12 or 13. Yeah.
Dang, you was a jit. You was like,
I was like, that's you. Like you. And he's like, me? I'm like, yeah. I'm such a dork. But he was so nice, and we took the picture. But yeah, he's definitely on my list. And music wise, oh man, I would love to work with, of course, John Legend, Snow Allegra.
Okay, I've listened to her today.
Yeah, she's fire. To me, she reminds me of Sade. Her, and I think John Mayer.
Yeah, I can get behind all those. I think all those are like great people. I would love to see you do a project with Jasmine Sullivan too.
Oh
Jasmine,
yes, Jasmine Sullivan. Yes, Philly's
Jasmine
own.
Sullivan is in her
Yes,
bag.
yes,
Her is in her bag. Her
yep.
is already won. I'm not correct me. I think she's won a Grammy already. You know, she's
And
won an Oscar,
she's on
and
the
a
way.
BET award. So she's her is. Oh, and then she performed at the Super Bowl. So she's had a great
Yes,
2021. And that year is only halfway over it. So she's
yes.
been doing the damn thing. So um, like it's a really, really great list of people that you selected. Do you have any, not even do, because I know you do, you're always working. What do you have planned for the future? What's coming up next? You mentioned you got some short films that have been released yet. You got anything cooking? What's some exclusive that you can share with us and the Lawyer fan base?
The one exclusive is that I finally have a date for the release of my EP, Casual Luxury. The date is August 17th, Tuesday,
Nice.
August 17th. And so we're taking it back to how we used to do it. You know, everyone releases music on Fridays now, but back in the day, we used to release music on Tuesdays, and then that would give it a chance to marinate, and then people can have something, you know, for the weekend. So I had to add one more song. Shout out to some special artists overseas that I'm working with. So international now. So
I like that. First off, you just this whole interview, you just dated yourself because I ain't never even knew music was released on no damn Tuesday. I'm used to Fridays. I just thought music always came out on Fridays.
They changed it probably around, it was after 2006, I think. I want to say maybe 2010.
I was like,
You were what, 5, 2, 5? Somewhere around in there.
I was like in elementary, middle school, but doesn't matter here nor there.
Okay, it's not okay. But yeah, so we're going to do that. But yeah, no, I was able to collaborate with some artists overseas. One being in Germany and one being probably Africa and stuff like that. So we're, you know, I say it's funny because you count yourself out when you're younger. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. But I'm a testimony, a living witness that it doesn't have to happen when you're 18, 19, 25. It's okay if it happens when you're 30, 32. It's okay, especially if you're not gunning for fame. If you truly love your craft and love what you're doing, fame's not going to matter. But the fact that I'm able to earn money, consistent money, doing what I love. Not enough to leave my full-time job yet, but I know that's coming. But yeah, future, I have an audition that I have to do tonight that could be life-changing, which I can't say anything about that. I can tell you off
Absolutely.
For that. And just really, taking things to the next level. I believe in growing in your craft, and I'm going to get back to doing monologues, if not weekly, bi-weekly, getting back in my hosting bag and start, because we have a lot of things going on in the world, and I think it's time for me, and you've told me this before, that I should get back to also hosting stuff and doing my own news content. So I am working on that. I just got some new lights and stuff. So, getting my little setup going. But
you in this damn poster. But yeah, like you said, besides the poster, it don't matter if you're 40, 45 like Beaux is. You know what I mean? You have to stay
now, Nick.
I'm not your dreams and stay focused on
when
them.
I get to Cali. So first thing I'm doing when I get to Cali. I don't care.
First, you gotta find me. This is a big.
Punch
you gotta find me
your
first.
chest, okay.
So violent. This is, by the way, this is all recorded. So whenever you do, I got stuff to show to the police when you threaten me on live on social media.
I'm gonna put Van Jones and Kim Kardashian on it because she helping everybody. She gonna help free Britney, so she gonna help free Beau.
It's all good, my man. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you know what? I shouldn't talk about your age like that. It's okay. One day I'll be 45 too, so then I will understand your pain. I won't want to talk
I'm
about
not
it.
45 yet, so I'm nowhere near that. So I don't know what you're talking
Okay, my bad. I'm 5 years too early or too late. You know what I mean? 40. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? You right there.
All right. You see this, Katie? You see that's right. Free Beaux. Hashtag free Beaux.
Man, I'm not playing with you. Let the people know how they can follow you and keep up with you. Check out your music, all that good stuff.
Listen, if you type in Beaux Emerson, I'm the only one on earth. And so I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. That's right. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Amazon, all that kind of stuff. But I'm really, really active on Instagram. So it's just Beaux Emerson. BEAUX.
We can find you on Amazon? Oh, Amazon Prime. I thought you were like, the... Okay, go ahead.
What? Anyway, I'm on Facebook, but I'm primarily active on IG. That's where you can find me the most active. But I'm on Twitter too.
Don't add him on Facebook. You might find some stuff that he don't want you to find.
Because of people like you posting stuff in group chats and things. Oh, you brushed your hair today. You got waves, I see. Nice. Nice, I see.
This is the game we go play.
It's like, it's like an ocean. I said, oh, look at him. Look at my brother. He got some wave. Get your hair cut today. You got a fresh cut and
No, I didn't. I actually need a fresh cut. It ain't as fresh as it can be. You know what I mean? But,
okay. You know, because you out in them day parties, since, Cali's open up.
Wow. You're going to keep good. Continue to get us information before I log you out. What's up? What's up? Facebook, Amazon. Y'all follow my Beaux Emerson. Check out all his music. All those beautiful things. Man, Beaux, I didn't expect this interview to go any less than how it went.
I appreciate you, my brother, from the bottom of my heart. You are definitely an inspiration to me in little ways. I love your tenacity and your strength and your courage. And salute to you, Black man, Black king, as I appreciate all that you're doing. And I expect nothing less than the best. And I pray for all my LNG people almost every day in my early morning meditation. I just pray that God works on everybody's behalf to get you to where you want to go, and that he answers prayers that no one else knows about but you and God. We all have those things that we talk to God about, or your higher power. And I pray that those things come true for you and for all my other LNG family members. And we're all rising. We are all doing really, really great. And I talk to that man every day I'm in the shower. I didn't need to know that, but I'm glad you talked to him. Okay. Well, at least you wash, because some people don't wash. Some people just started washing their legs in 2021. I'm not gonna say who, but I just,
You trying to say I never washed my legs before?
I didn't say you. I said some people.
Oh, okay.
Some people.
No, okay.
Some people.
Just making sure. I ain't know who you was, you know what I mean? Make sure you want to talk about me. Cause I wash my legs and my toes and the crack of my toes.
Okay, all right.
Behind each toenail, my kneecap, the ankles.
Doing too much. I don't care.
The bottom of my shoe. My foot.
Yo.
All that. You feel me? But, Beaux, thank you, my guy. Thank you, everybody that tuned in. Of course, I'm Lamar Robinson. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're on this video and you have not subscribed and all those good things.
Subscribe to my boy.
Is going over there. So thank you, Beaux. Thank you, guys. And we out. We got 2 more episodes left. All that.
2.
1. You're number 1. Well, you're number 3. And then 2, 1. 2, 1.
Well, I'm glad you can count. Yes.
You know what? Get off my life. Y'all have a good night. We out.